Hey guys, it's Jeremy here to talk to you about Anchor, the free podcast tool that you all need. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, like I said, it's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your computer or your phone. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So guys, go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm on your computer to get started.
Oh, yeah.
Blerd Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blerd Activists.
At that dancing Blerd. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jade, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and the Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live.
Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat, the lyrics, and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.
Make sure that. Woo! The first live.
In the most recent season, we went live. What's the last time we went live? It was for the. It was the What-a-thon. No, yeah.
Well, kind of, but it was also. Didn't we go live the that one?
Yeah.
I think that was the last time.
Yeah. God, what was that for? Do you even remember? We've done so many episodes since then.
I'm just happy that we can say that.
This
we've done so many episodes that we can't even remember live.
This is the before Ryan era.
Ooh, yeah, it is
The BR.
The BRE.
This is Blerd Survival Guy BRE before Ryan era.
I like that. Ryan, you get your own era.
Look at you.
Hey,
But then again, it's just for the future and forever.
I hope there's no post Ryan, unless I move. But you know,
Not ever leaving
Yeah,
the podcast.
no. That was a.
that's
Did you not realize
ominous.
that was a blood contract you signed?
You didn't realize?
I didn't, but you know.
Show is foul.
All right, cool. I've seen enough Supernatural.
That's the business called show.
Sell your
Word.
soul to the Blerd Survival Guide.
Yep. Why do you think we got that one little bit of red in there? That's
That's
spray
it.
paint.
He said it is your symbol.
Yep.
This is Simba Mark.
This little prick the thumb. No, but welcome back, everybody. Welcome to, like I said, the first live of season 3. We are in it. It is that time. We are here for the finale of
The final foe.
the final 4. We are here. We made it.
Foe. We
Man.
in this bit.
Ed, Edd n Eddy versus Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Kids Next Door versus Teen Titans. OG. Boy,
The ultimate showdown.
it's the ultimate showdown. I hate you.
It'll be burned into your memory. Folks, if you've
No,
never...
don't.
Just Google Ultimate Showdown. I'm not saying the other one.
let's
No,
not.
don't do it.
No, don't.
Do not do it, especially if you are under the age of 21.
Ultimate,
Please do
not
not.
the other one.
No,
Don't do the
either
other
way,
one.
because you
I-
look up
either
Ultimate
or.
Showdown, it's going to pull it up.
There are links. To
Yeah.
I mean, they're attached.
do not.
They're attached. Ultimate
Do
Showdown.
not. No.
Go find it.
Don't.
Please
don't.
do not.
That TikTok that tells you not to Google things, definitely do not Google that.
We should make a TikTok.
No. Nobody needs to know.
I want to keep my account. All of them.
I'm gonna make a video.
There you go. Yeah,
Lose your account. I've worked hard for my 82 followers.
I worked hard for both the followers that we got on.
I went
for Blurb God and Airbender.
I went baby viral one time. I could do it again.
That kind of, I don't want that kind of viral.
But
Please,
anyway,
let's get to this episode.
how are you doing?
Equivalent, like equate babies to STDs.
No. What?
Because he said we could go viral. Like, and you said I don't want that kind of viral.
No, I don't. No, that was the bad viral, not the good viral.
I mean, babies are bad virals.
I think viral.
If you don't want one, a baby's a bad
that's a
viral.
fact. That's a whole fact. That's expensive, is what that is. This baby.
All right.
But we gotta catch up.
Formalities.
We gotta catch up.
Yeah, because somebody wasn't here last week.
Nope, I was with the fam.
Yeah.
It was Eid.
Yeah, it was Eid.
It was fantastic, man. Alhamdulillah, like I'm very happy to get to eat at regular hours again
before sundown.
Ramadan was a great experience. It was definitely something that you learn a lot from and everything. Still very happy to eat at regular hours again. So
hey,
I'm back with the regulars.
Yay!
It's all good.
Welcome back. How was I don't know, since we've last met. Yeah, no, you've been.
It's been a good week. It's been a full week. Work was great. I went to Tennessee this weekend, see my cousin graduate college and graduation weekend. Shout out to the graduates of 2022.
Shout out all the graduates.
You know,
all the way up from Huntsville, Alabama. #, go Morgan of the Leaf. Because you did it.
Oh,
hey, speaking of which, she just joined the live.
Yeah, shout out Morgan.
She just,
bro, that video that she dropped was fly.
With the cloak,
and the Hokage cloak. Yeah,
Hokage.
that was tight.
Hell yeah,
that was tight. So that was cool. Went to Tennessee. So I always love driving up to Tennessee. It's a beautiful drive. North Alabama is some of my favorite terrain to drive through. Yeah, man. Other than the people, we don't talk about that part, but the terrain, that part.
I thought you were about to talk about a city with the sea that we don't like to go through at night.
Oh,
the whole county.
Hey! I learned something new. Clanton. You know what it used to be called?
I'm scared.
Clantown. Oh, so it's not far from it.
Vestavia Hills was a sundown town.
Yeah. I did know that. I saw that picture.
I did too.
Yeah.
I saw that picture online.
I fell into a rabbit hole of just
sundown towns,
reading black travel information, and it was like on there.
I mean, I've been pulled over in Vestavia. I got lucky. They didn't. I was with my ex at the time, so they didn't manage to do anything to me because I guess she was there. But no.
I had a fantastic week last week because I want to get away from this conversation because yeah, we had that filler episode last week. Me, Ryan, and Rod. # thanks Rod for joining us last week for a quite the conversation. I would say
I enjoyed listening to it in the gym, man. Y'all got into it.
I hope you learned something about Star Wars because I know we yelled a lot.
Yeah.
If you didn't know a lot of the stuff that was in there, I mean,
Jeremy definitely learned something.
I learned a thing or two.
Please come talk to me about it. I will answer any and all questions.
At yes, it's Ryan K.
Yeah.
DM him for
IRL. We will have this discussion.
We have to.
Yes.
It's too important to
I guess this is technically IRL, but what would you say, like off the camera? I don't know. OTC? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Off the record?
OTR? I'm just trying to think.
#
Show did
Blurred Guide off the
off the what was the other one? What was that podcast that we were on forever ago? Off the Highway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's a different podcast.
Different.
Well, before this was when Miriam and I first started dating, and she was producing another podcast.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that her brother?
He was on it too.
Okay.
He would like be on it with them occasionally, but he was not always on it. He's doing a different show project with him.
Nice.
With them now, actually.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Mm-hmm. Chad and
hey, welcome all of our new people that are on the lives. I see you, John, all the way out in California, and
oh snap,
Tori.
John, we were talking about you earlier. You want to do a Twitch stream for us?
We'll talk about it off podcast. Was it OPC? What I don't know. All these anagrams. OPP. Yeah, you know me. All right.
I like OPC. I like that off podcast.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime you. But yeah, welcome everybody. And like I said, let's get into this Final Four now that we've done the formalities. Ryan, how are you? We didn't do your formality.
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to shed some tears today.
It's about to be some pain. In this room.
Somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt no matter what.
Oh yeah, people will be disappointed.
Oh, it's about to be a bloodbath, and we don't have Miriam to. But
yeah,
unfortunately, Miriam is not with us tonight. Sunday live. It is also Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Yeah,
and the mothers and all the
grandmamas
lovely women
and the men who are mothers and all that.
Yes, mother figures and whatnot. But yeah, let's get into it as we do. Miriam did send us her initial thoughts and feelings.
She wanted us to tune in with her live once we got to the final round so that she can cast her final vote.
All right, well, we'll make sure that she'll join the live, and yeah, we'll put her at the bottom of the screen, kind of, sort of. We'll be facing sideways.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. That'd be cool if she has the time. Oh, okay, we have another guest coming. I guess he's here.
Maybe.
You
want to go get him?
I mean, I have to go get him.
Right? There you go.
All right, I'll be back.
So as we wait, it's just fun time in the summertime. How's everybody doing? John, we love you too.
When I was a young boy,
my father
took me into the city
to
see
a marching band.
He said, "Son, when you grow
up,
I'll leave you to be the savior of the broken."
So to make sure everything's okay.
It's been an interesting tournament.
And we had filler. We did. It was one episode where Jade Miriam couldn't be there. Kinda.
Okay, well, that was real filler.
Kinda.
I had a great time.
It was a fantastic time.
One person always likes the filler.
Oh, I loved that filler
it's like
episode.
The Tales of Sheriff Usopp. Sheriff Luffy. Like those,
yep,
that
it's
filler.
like that. Yeah,
it was that.
I got my arc, but it's not canon anymore. So I got a bunch of power-ups, and I'm technically universal now, but you know what? I can't solo anybody because it's not canon. Yeah, right?
It's not. Oh, man. But yeah, we just did our intro. Welcome, JD. Yeah, feel free.
We had some new stuff today anyways.
Wonderful.
We got a nice little smoke shop right next to Mr. Wang's apparently now.
Yeah, that's there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Crap ton of stuff.
I need to take you to my spot. Okay. Oh, well, look at you finally getting a new toy.
Little quartz.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
$8.
All right.
But
yeah. We ready to get into this now that everyone's in the building and we can do things and talk about stuff?
Yeah. So this is our Final Four, JD. You're coming in hot.
Ed and Eddie, Avatar's Last Airbender, Codename Kids Next Door, and Teen Titans. That is where we're at.
It's a struggle bus, to be honest with you, and we know that some pain's going to be happening in this room. So it's time to deal.
Let's do it.
Round one.
All right, let's
start at the bottom.
You said you wanted to start from the bottom.
Let's start at the bottom.
Are you sure?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Let's start at the
All
bottom.
Right. We've been pushing it off long enough. All of our guests are here. Let's get started. This is real. Yes, no, this is OG. This is 2003 to 2006 OG Teen Titans, same animation style as like Justice League. No,
Exactly, man.
But yeah,
K&D versus Teen Titans.
All right, let's do it. I just want to
Who
start
wants
off.
this? I'm going to listen first. I'm not saying anything first.
Well, I just want to start off by saying that Miriam chose Codename Kids Next Door as her choice to move forward.
It's a valid argument.
It is a valid argument. I mean, the show as a whole is just.
It's a solid endeavor.
Beginning to end, it is a wonderful program.
Yeah, and I mean, with it just being an episodic TV show, it gave you the feels. Like each episode, even though like you had your funny episodes, you had your heart-to-heart episodes.
And mind you, some of the episodic episodes were part 1 and part 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, no,
had, like your
and those never felt unimportant.
They
felt like there was always like stakes when that would happen.
Right.
Like last time I was talking about the Perfect Flavor episode.
Yeah.
Like that arc of
Definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
that. But then you also have like the
Heine, freaking Heine.
but you also have like the corrupted fourth grade president when he like.
Yeah.
It was like he wanted to end recess from the kindergartners, and like the kindergartners had to ask the K&D for help when they were in school.
Wasn't the Care Bears like parody episode?
Yeah,
Rainbow Monkeys. Rainbow Monkey episode.
Rainbow Monkey Island, man.
Yeah, that was
Rainbow
too.
Monkey Island.
Yeah,
That also was terrifying.
Dude,
them things were scary.
the fact that
those rainbow gorillas,
bro, with their chunky,
them rainbow gorillas from the live,
bro, them things were
Bro, they
massive.
took the super
Rainbow
silicon serum for no reason.
Massive, bro, massive.
Kids Next Door versus Teen Titans is what we're doing first. So far, Miriam has already decided Kids Next Door. Simply the fact that it's Kids Next Door, and we were in deep discussion on Kids Next Door. And we were talking about the arced episodes coming from like the Rainbow Monkey arc all the way to the
and then the movie. Man.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Operation
Zero.
Fantastic film.
Fantastic movie.
I mean, you find out stuff about the K&D, about the delightful children from down the lane, about father,
The lore,
grandfather.
It goes so deep.
Yeah.
It goes
How
deep into
everyone
the...
is-
They were actual kids before they were like evil in the 90s.
Yeah,
Dude, they were literal
Ridiculous, yeah.
slaves.
Yeah.
They were literally
what
slaves.
was the phrase you used?
Oh,
Surprise
adoption.
And you have a whole episode that's like all the references. Like you have number 4 turning into Super Saiyan Goku. And
Ooh.
version of like,
Yes, the anime-inspired stuff. I remember this.
But also like when each of the like main kids had their own episodes. Like when number 4 had the dodgeball episode, and it turned out that his little brother was like the Destiny
child.
Yeah,
like,
literally. Pun intended. Yeah, but he was the Destiny's child. Like he was one who was the dodgeball god. The light. Okay, we're good. But there was that. Like I said, Operation Zero. All of the things.
It's fantastic. Just beginning to end, a fantastic television show.
Yeah.
And like,
I feel like we should start where we start, like where we ended with Kids Next Door. We should start with Teen Titans and work backwards. So we just talk about Teen Titans Take Japan.
man, that movie.
That was an event.
It was. Like the week build up to.
That was a
It
great
was
week.
Cartoon Network did a whole marathon of all the episodes leading up to.
Yeah.
And it was chronological. That was the big part about it. Like it was
first
at a
episode
time
all the way
when-
up to current.
And that was also like one of your first like.
And watching them like go through
reintroductions to
things
DC.
again, because like you had Robin almost kill someone. Well, basically attempt
someone.
murder
Yeah.
Off screen.
on screen.
Oh yeah, that was on screen. Never mind.
You watched him just
Beat this man yeah.
half to death.
Yes, that did happen.
Beat the brakes off this kid.
And then you got like the actual character development of like him and Starfire.
It's cute.
They finally kissed, and it was like a
Yeah.
real kiss, not a I need to learn your people's language kind of kiss.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was a passionate.
Yeah.
It was passionate embrace right there.
Yeah.
You let like the others learn how to kind of operate on their own almost, and like kind of set them up to start existing
I think we
outside
have
of
to
the
talk about
Titans.
Cyborg, like if we're talking about like them finding themselves, like going on
Yeah.
their own journey, like
But Cyborg
you
went on a whole
mentioned-
journey throughout the
you
entire
mentioned
show.
the 100+ episode last week,
Which
a
was
couple
very
weeks ago.
early in the series, which I didn't realize was like very like season 1,
But they were like trying to really bring out his struggle, his trauma as like a
which was good because we didn't have very many black
didn't do
heroes on screen at the time.
vulnerable black hero.
Vulnerable black heroes.
Like alone. Like it
Let
was
me
like
speak my piece, said Cyborg.
Yes,
You will hear me. And you
which
understand
like
me.
is
It's a
great
whole
because
moment.
it gave a way to like having him become a part of the actual Justice League, like in
True.
like Justice League Ward, and since then it also
Yeah.
gave a way to like Aqualad in Young
man.
Justice.
It definitely
who is, like,
it opened the
leader.
gateway to
Yeah.
him and Static Shock. Like together
Yeah.
did that. Like opened up the gateway to having Aqualad be who he is in Young Justice.
Yeah, because the Aqualad from Teen Titans is definitely not the same Aqualad.
No.
Which is cool when they brought in Aqualad from Teen Titans
Yeah.
into Young Justice.
Oh, I missed that.
It was like
yeah.
season 2 or 3.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
When it was like
Yeah.
when Aqualad when our Aqualad went back down to Atlantis. And,
And found the old Aqualad.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
not the old Aqualad. It was like they were best friends, students kind of thing. Because they were all still teenagers.
And then he stole his
Okay.
girl.
Yeah.
And then it was fine because he was gay anyway.
Because he was
so-
gay.
Right.
Anyway. Can't be mad at him. He's like, you were doing a thing.
That's a whole different other conversation, but I was so confused when that happened.
Why were you so mad back then?
Like, right?
Were established with
It's Dick Grayson.
It's definitely Dick Grayson.
It's Dick Grayson.
No, it is because the episode where it was. Well, no, it was the same
Damian
episode.
Drake.
It was the episode where. Well, no, it was like the episode where they had like the
Damian Wayne didn't
Batmite
exist
Robin.
yet.
It was the
Yeah.
Batmite version of Robin. He actually did his name. It was Dick Grayson backwards. Yeah,
That's
so,
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I was like, I remember watching. I was like, that's
Batman.
Dick Grayson. I was,
That's
so
a
Dick
good
Grayson.
episode of Teen Titans with like the
Robin version. The Nyrob or.
You also
Nightboard
have,
is
you also
the
have Red X.
Yep, you got the Red X series.
Red X Robin.
Red X Saga, like with
That whole thing. You got him. I would also say I kind of because I remember when they premiered it, the ending of the Terra saga was like an hour long.
That's true. That's true.
That was shown as one.
It was
too.
like
so do you count that as a movie or do you count that as just a long episode?
It was a long episode.
Yeah, it was more of a TV special
It was
episode.
TV because she starts to team up with
Slade.
Which
right?
I mean, that's
Like,
actual in the comics, but I mean, the comics is a lot more vulgar and
a lot.
I mean, that is Deathstroke.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let's
you
be
know it's
real.
Deathstroke. and
That's
you're just
Deathstroke.
like,
So
that was the problem that I
no,
always
that's why we
had
had
with Slade.
Slade.
That was the problem I always
Slade.
had with it. Like it was like not like you knew who he was, but why can't we call him Slade? Like why can't we?
Because
call him
Cartoon
Deathstroke?
Network is for kids, and you can't say
Yeah.
the word death.
And he was
garbage.
No,
and he was plenty
That's the thing.
terrifying on his own.
True.
Like
true.
the episode where Tara's like running away and he just has the voiceover and he's like, "Oh, look where this led you, right back to me."
Right.
And then he just laughs. That was
Freaking evil.
terrifying.
Freaking evil.
And like when you just see him like half in the mask and like the
I
other
just
half
wanna
of his
say,
face
though,
is
like,
a
as
skull.
not DC like file.
Yeah.
I thought this man's name was Slade. Growing up.
I mean, it is his name.
but it's not.
It's
No, but
his
real
name is
Slade
Slade Wilson.
because that's where Deadpool Wade Wilson came from.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why his whole mask
That's
is
funny.
That's why that's why Deadpool's whole mask is the
It's
whole
no-
mask,
no face
not
and-
half mask.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Deadpool is
Deadpool
a direct parody of
yeah.
Deathstroke.
Oh,
Yeah.
You taught me
Yeah.
something new today.
Yeah.
Hope someone else learned that because I'm not. I don't
That's
want
why
to
he
be.
was
Because I
called-
don't want to be the only
That's why
one.
he was called Deadpool instead of like Deathstroke. Deadpool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All the things.
Makes
The more
sense.
you know.
I will say that I think both of these shows are tied when it comes to a rogues gallery.
Also that. The
I
villains.
think I
the
think
teenagers that break out versus like
the
Tara
candy
and,
pirate,
like,
grandfather, father.
yeah,
I think those are right on par with like Clayface and Slade.
Oh, Sticky
and-
Beard.
and like the
like-
hive.
Oh yeah,
as
the
well.
Hive. Brother Blood.
Brother Blood, and all
Blood.
them.
Yeah, Grodd.
Which all of these.
The
all
hard
of these villain names are making me mad now because that's what we're about to do. Like season 4 of Titans is what we're about to get. We're about to get Jinx and Brother Blood.
They're
and-
not gonna do good.
Let
It's
it
not gonna be a good
go.
job.
'cause
I'm not.
They made him Red Hood because they were mean to him.
Basically,
There were no stakes in that.
I mean, we're getting literally we're getting all these new Robins because Dick Grayson needed more Robins, not because Batman needed Robins. Because Batman is not even in the show. Batman is in 5 of the 15 episodes max.
Sheesh. They're just not. They're just trying to progress it as naturally as possible.
Yeah,
but it's
without
not at
Batman.
all.
And then Jorah Mormont, the guy who played Jorah Mormont in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, isn't he Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
He's like old and blonde. It's like this is not
blonde.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne
nah.
is blonde.
Yeah, it's yeah,
It
and he
doesn't-
is not. He's
Titan. They tried, and the good parts of Titans are really good, but those really good parts
They
are
don't make up
few
for
and
it.
It was like they
far
were trying to
between.
make trying to make Titans and Young Justice, but like rated R. Like that's what Titans essentially is. Is Teen Titans meets
If
Young
they had
Justice.
They just
taken
needed-
Young
yeah.
Justice
Yeah.
season 1 and been like, blam,
Live
on
action.
screen,
Live action.
they would have been fine.
Yeah,
Because like we liked all of those characters, it wouldn't have been hard to get people to connect with them. And it also wouldn't have been hard to find people that look like those characters.
So does Titans tarnish Teen Titans in that
Ooh.
matter? Since we're
Okay, we're just talking about just
because that's the thing. Because we gotta move one of these on.
gotta
That's
know.
the
Yeah.
thing.
So here's my thing. What does it boil down to for y'all on these shows? Because like for me, it's the character development of the 2 black people in these shows. Like for number 5 and Cyborg. Like I'm just thinking about like who had the biggest impact on my life.
Ooh.
And I mean, and like who had the
Cyborg.
biggest impact on society, and like who's more important for society? Because that's what it boils down to for me. And both of
I was
these
like,
characters.
thank you for
are-
specifying for you because like
Yeah.
This is for me. This is for me. Like, who is the most important to society, and I'm trying to like compare number 5 to Cyborg, and they're both like in line with identity, and they're both in line with like what I want to see, and as far as representation goes on these shows, like with regard to these types of
I would think
characters.
Culturally, Cyborg, just because of how great of an impact the Teen Titans show had on his portrayal in like the source material itself, because until that point the TV shows and a lot of the live action was like just taken right straight from the comics, but from Teen Titans on it became informed of how popular he became through that show is how he ended up in the Justice League.
Yeah, that Teen Titans, do you get Cyborg in the
he ends up like after
That's fair.
at the end of the show, it's kind of implied that as the original team kind of ages out, Cyborg is the one that's going to lead these hundreds of other like teenage heroes, which are much younger than them at that point.
Sure.
So you could almost say the same for number 5, because at the end of that show, number 1 is going to space. Number 5 is now like head command, basically the same position
of Sector V.
Yeah, Sector V, but also
she was already
the
number
whole
2.
But the whole command of like of all of K and D, because I think a homegirl with the Scottish accent was about to go up to space too, and she was leaving.
She was leaving.
So I think number 5 was about to be like
she was going to be decommissioned.
Yeah, so number 5 was about to be head honcho.
And then my thing about like her is the family she comes from, and like the authentic representation of having Cree Summer voice her as well. Like thinking about that,
Her and her sister,
who
was also named Cree.
And then like the hair, right? And then like the hair situation, like in the show, was also ahead of its time for black hair representation.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about that, and then the fact that she's also a woman, right? Like that's really important to me personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and say my vote, and I think it has to be K&D for me. I'm gonna go ahead and like mark that down. Is K&D over?
We got an official K&D from Jade.
From me. Like you're I'm giving.
All right, this K2 for K&D.
Like I want K&D because
Super K, as in Miriam and Jay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. What it boils down to between Teen Titans and Codename Kids Next Door is full on nostalgia. And in my heart, y'all know I'm a kid at heart. And I try to bring that kind of kid level to the podcast and just to everyday life.
True.
And because of that, and bright colors and fun and also still heart in it, that makes 3 for K&D.
Dang.
All right, so K&D is gonna win no matter what.
Ooh.
That's the
Kids so you heard it here, my people on the lives and my people on the podcast.
You want to hit up that like marker button and
Yeah.
Kids Next Door.
K&D. Oh no, just put K&D on that like the underline.
I think we can just say K&D's moved on.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love Teen Titans. I
love it with all my heart.
I just have to think about, and I'm with you on the childlike wonder of K&D, with also the emotional tie that pushes you.
I can watch it. It brings out that
it's also really weird. It's a weird show.
I'd say K&D is much more of a show for kids. Like kids are gonna try to imitate or get a perception of like what other kids are like from something like K&D. Whereas Teen Titans is much more like adult.
It's a comic book.
Teen Titans is a gateway drug to comic books.
It's like, also anime.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Also, it's a gateway to anime because I mean, literally, the funnier episodes were
key. It's so key.
Yeah,
definitely.
Having Hi Puffy Ami Yumi do the theme song.
Get their own TV show out of
Get
it.
their own TV show after it.
I mean,
I'm like, go on to do Teen Titans Go, but also like bring in like old Static and like the Batman the Animated Series Batman, and like having it kind of be teased in Static Shock like way before it was ever announced. I also thought was really cool.
Those are valid points, man.
Yeah.
Oh, people, y'all made it to the top 2. That's the people's choice from the play-in round. Kids Next Door,
like that.
Kids Next Door made it to the top 2.
Final 2,
What?
man. Oh man, championship round.
Ooh, here we go.
All right, so that still hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it.
That still hurt. Even making that decision.
All the things. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Avatar: The Last Airbender
Ed, and Eddie
versus
man.
Ed, and Eddie.
I just love that they're
Jade, I hope you're watching because this is This is
going
for you.
down. This is going down.
Miriam already gave her vote for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yup.
Here's my.
Here's the thing.
I love how all of these are the groups.
Yeah.
You know, like each one is their own.
I think that just showed with like Blerd Survival Guide, we just like to be in a group.
I think so. I mean, it's the team. It's teamwork.
No.
It's the teamwork.
Obviously,
Team Avatar.
You have Team Avatar.
Yeah.
Team Avatar.
The Aang Gang.
I think both of these shows are as close to perfection as you can get for the type of show that they were.
Truly.
Like
Ed, Edd and Eddy is a dumb show,
as
man.
like, but as far as like dumb humor that is like kind of intelligent
Yeah.
because it can make you cry, it is perfection.
That's facts.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is literally the perfect hero's
They say you
journey.
better choose wisely.
Oh God,
Oh
the
my
series,
God.
man.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's how dumb the show was. Like, you could derive theories like that out of it, and it
Yeah.
was like point.
They were all from different eras in time. Like Eddie was like from the 1920s, and he was always trying to sail and be a gangster. What was that? Double D was from like the more present day time. We good.
Boom, baby.
All the things, but yeah.
Cool. I was just wondering.
Butter toast
The quotes, the frickin'
with gravy.
frickin' pigeons. Hate pigeons. I swear to God, I hate pigeons to this day because of this show, man. Like,
Also, I think Ed, Edd and Eddy was one of the first shows that made an inanimate object one of the best characters in the show.
by far.
Yeah,
To
we
this
get getting
day.
arguments in the comments about this one. I'm glad we did this one last. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
This is gonna cause some hurt.
Because
Yeah.
like Avatar though is like,
Both of these
It's
shows
so
are both of
loved.
these shows are basically perfect.
and they're so loved.
Yeah.
They're so loved by like everybody that's ever watched cartoons from
Yeah.
2000 to 2009, right? Like if you,
They're
very different.
so
Very
different.
freaking different.
So different.
Like, but
But I
like,
mean, we can also start off with saying like Avatar. That's our last choice. That's from
Airbender?
Nickelodeon. That too. But no, he's the last.
that means something, and
It does mean something.
And I can't deny that it doesn't build like some kind of like weight
But
to
do we
it.
want
Though.
to bring? There's the thing. Like, do we want our final two to be
It
a
can't be
truly
that-
Nickelodeon versus Cartoon
Here's the
Network?
thing: it can't be based on that. Like it cannot.
yeah, that's
like
the
I
thing.
refused. I
It's
thought
We
gonna
did.
about
We
be
it.
also
a
did.
factor.
We also didn't set up the bracket, so it ended up being like a true Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon.
Also
Like, it
that.
needed to be an even split. Like,
yeah,
if
we would have
were
to do
gonna
like all
that.
Nickelodeon on one side and all Cartoon Network, and then
Yep.
then it would be like a clash between. It
Nickel-
would still be Ed, Edd and Eddy and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That we'll do that next
But,
year. We'll do that. We can do that.
We
next
learn
year.
from our mistakes, people.
Hey, all I know is whoever wins at the end of this episode can't compete next year because they're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So that'll
Nope.
be-
So
That'll
Kids
be-
Next Door is out for
Morgan over
Cartoon
leave
Network.
comments. She said Avatar had the better story, but Ed and Eddie was funnier.
Yes,
That's
but I
argument.
don't think Avatar was supposed to be funny.
But it
It had
mo-
funny
but
moments.
It had
was-
funny moments, and it was still for
Sokka was that
children.
boy.
Sokka was the comic relief.
But
that
I feel
never
like-
failed, that never failed.
Here's one thing that I didn't like about Avatar starting in season 3. They lightened the skin tones of Sokka and Katara because they were definitely brown in
Yeah.
season 1 and
Sure.
season 2, and then by season
Sure.
3 they were a little
Sure.
bit lighter. I'm like,
Sure, that's valid.
Being like Middle Eastern to like Spain.
But then,
Yeah.
but then again, Rolf was the most colored person in.
no,
Ed,
we
Edd
had
and Eddy.
Johnny 2x4. That was a little black kid. Johnny was black. He was a weird black kid. but
I'm
he was
not
black.
against this idea.
I'll
I
take
need
it.
you to make.
I'll take
I
it.
need you to give me a little bit more. Can you give me a little bit more on that?
How much can you give on Ed and Eddie? Johnny 2x4 was the one black kid in a group of white kids with Rolf from
With Rolf, he was
undeturnable European country.
East Western Slovakia.
Exactly. Because you Ed boys aren't going to do that.
That was solid. Dang,
Oh, man.
you just brought that out of nowhere. That was impressive.
I love Rolf.
The Ed boys.
Ed boys.
The Ed boys.
Ed boys.
The son of a ship.
You will not stand the son of a shepherd.
I will say, I think the thing that makes me like more emotional, not like emotional like because that's Avatar all day,
Right.
But like the thing that makes me kind of been like, oh man, I kind of miss this show the most is whenever I see that GIF of a homie. Like,
Jimmy.
Jimmy doing that. Every time I see that, I'm like, man, I need to
but and you
rewatch
can
this
hear
show.
it too.
You can hear it, but also you can put any slow jam R&B over it, and you just see Jimmy just going.
going hard.
Go.
Bro, that
Absolutely.
party episode was a great episode in Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah. That was a great episode.
Jimmy was definitely the gay kid in the neighborhood, and you were just like, yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy. You're just going to hang out
He
with
was
Sarah,
definitely
ain't you?
he was GBF. Gay best friend.
That's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts.
Man.
I just also, can I admit that I had a crush on Naz? Like,
It's okay. This is a safe space-ish, kind of.
kind of.
I put
I just
somebody
thought
on
she
it.
was,
Only the internet to judge you.
She was just like the coolest chick. I was like, Naz is chill, fam. Like, what's up?
Was it because she was also the only girl that wasn't like a little sister kind of person? 'Cause it was
Maybe.
Naz and Sarah. That was it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. That's not true.
I think
That's not true.
Oh, Canker Sisters.
The Canker
Yeah.
sisters.
they were.
They were very scary.
If you were attracted
nobody
to
want to cancel
them back then, I have some news for you now, my friend.
I think that
Not even that.
No, they're just you a
just-
sub. You just like
You
to be
like
dom.
you like you're
like,
a bottom. If-
You might be getting pegged.
Instagram, don't cancel this live, please.
Bro,
Oh my God.
I've seen cosplays that people do of them, and that is still hilarious to
Like,
this day.
yeah.
Oh my God. Instagram, please don't cancel.
I would love to see a fight between the Canker sisters. Like, I need like somebody who does like comic book death battles to do
Oh,
a fight between the
yes.
Canker sisters and those three blue
The Girl
girls
Sisters?
from the Proud Family.
Girl
Gross
Sisters.
Sister beating that.
Oh.
No, man. Gross Sisters.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, you remember the Cankers? They
Yeah.
like
They were crafty.
they wrecked some shit, and they also wrecked shit.
They were crafty, and they,
They
could
were-
just fit themselves in the oddest
That's
places
like your
to talk
class.
about.
Took some punishment.
Yeah. There,
I mean, the
it'd
thing
be
is-
like it'd be like the hood versus rednecks. Like
Bro,
that.
they,
would,
I
would
mean,
be.
neither of them
Basically.
had anything to lose. That's the
Basically.
fact.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Even though in the new Proud Family they rich because they got a record deal now, so
Good for them.
that's the difference.
They learned.
Yeah, they kind of.
We gonna still bully you for money, but it's money for a purpose.
Hard. Sheesh, man! Like the difference between these two shows, I think, is what really makes it difficult. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like
Because it's two like kind of. There's also two kind of different times in my life.
Definitely.
Because I remember like watching Edit at like little and then finding Avatar.
yeah,
Like
without a doubt.
Like I do like remember watching the first episode of Avatar and being like, oh, this is interesting. Like what is going on here? But I remember like not missing Ed, Ed and Eddie. It was a
Ed, Ed and Eddie
that
was
was,
easily
like,
the show that I would
the
change the
time.
channel for. Right? I
Absolutely.
was like, okay, great, this is it.
Yeah.
Like I'm chilling watching this episode.
I learned how to whistle for Ed, Ed and Eddie. That's what that was.
Really? So you could just do the theme song. That's, I mean,
I learned how to whistle, and that too.
man.
But Avatar, that story.
I was so
That
when
story.
we mentioned the party episode of Ed, Ed and Eddie. The party episode of
So the
Avatar,
part of
man.
Avatar, they got lit in the
Man,
cave.
In the cave
When they were Fire Nation,
yeah.
that
Kuzan.
Kuzan.
Yeah.
They were doing
When they were voguing out there.
yeah, doing the dance.
Like,
with
that
the
was
fighting
cool.
That was a
technique.
whole double entendre of dance with Aang and Katara because they was sweating by the end of that. That was
true.
intense.
That was a little
For
weird,
a 13-year-old,
I don't really want. I
13-year-olds.
really don't want to think about that. That's a little weird.
Doing a little Macarena.
That's a little odd.
That was the forbidden
That's
dance.
a weird song. That's a weird song.
I will
Macarena,
say-
if you know what it's about.
That's what it just sounds like.
No, it's a Spanish
Macarena
song.
is a woman.
It's a woman of the night.
Hey, Macarena.
It's about a woman of the night.
Aight.
And we sang, and I just want to know, we did that dance as a unit in elementary school, and you know all the Mexicans were like, y'all know what this song is about, right? Like,
Remember, there's a Sesame Street version of the Macarena.
There is.
fascinating.
There's
We didn't
a
do the Sesame Street.
We never
Street.
understood. We never understood.
It's just like Elmo and all of them singing
Oh,
the words.
The actual oh man.
The actual Macarena.
That's
She's a woman of the
nice.
night.
That's how you know there was no Latinos in the writing room.
She's a
I'll
lady
also
of the
say
night.
I think more things like after I've rewatched both of these series in the past pandemic, and
That's
more
solid.
things annoyed me about Avatar than they did about
But
Ed,
it's
Ed,
a
and
smarter
Eddie.
show, so it's easier to annoy. I think that like
I don't think so.
Is it?
Because I feel like just like SpongeBob can get very annoying, Ed, Ed and Eddie has the ability to get very annoying,
it doesn't.
but it doesn't. Yes. Like I don't think.
Because Ed and Eddie could have crossed the threshold of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
But here's the thing about
That show crossed the line too many times.
Yeah.
When I think about the cultural impact of one show versus the other, I mean the
Yeah.
ripple effect of Avatar is greater.
Yeah.
I mean, we
It's
still got
definitely-
people
For
getting
better or worse.
You still got
For
people
better
getting
or-
excited
I mean-
over like the current voice actor of Uncle Iroh, Stephen. I think his name's Stephen Baldwin. I mean, he constantly tells when he's at conventions, he does not sing Leaves from the Vine because that honors Mako. That was Mako's song. That was Mako's last voice. He honors them by not doing that because
I appreciate
he
that.
does that.
I appreciate
mean, people are still cosplaying as characters from Avatar. People are still reeling from the storyline. They're reading the books. I mean, Jade has offered us the books before about
Getting the live. We're getting another attempt at a live action. People love this show enough for there to be a second attempt at a live action. I think it's going to work out.
I think it's going to run
may-
into the fact that it's going to end up competing directly with this live action adaptation of Percy Jackson that we're getting.
Also,
That's
And
harsh.
if the I guarantee you, if the Percy Jackson adaptation's good and the Avatar adaptation
Well,
is anything less than perfect, it's gonna flop.
and you are correct on that because Rick Riordan is still part of
the
Percy
Percy
Jackson.
Jackson.
But Michael Dante DiMartino, and the other creator of Avatar, they left the project. So
Recently?
Oh yeah,
like about a year ago almost.
Oh, so oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, because they
But they're
started
still
off
with
on
them,
it. Like, they were on it.
They were on it for a minute because
We don't know why
had
they
some,
left.
Well,
Do
no,
we
they
know
had
why
some
they left?
it was something between them and Netflix. Netflix knows how to anger people. Apparently.
That's true.
So
That's very true. I mean,
just move it to Paramount Plus and good.
I mean, think about they should. They really should.
Paramount Plus got a budget now.
Netflix be bugging people just to produce content to make more content.
Yeah.
And then cut it off after one season. I'm still mad.
it's okay. We're getting another season of The Witcher. I'm happy.
Season 4.
Season 4, baby.
I never.
We're also getting a
never
Witcher
watched
4 game, so shout out to Code Project Red for building that right now.
What engine do they run on?
Unreal Engine 5. It's perfect. If you haven't taken a chance to watch like The Matrix, the Unreal Engine 5, The Matrix experience, do it.
Okay.
It's absolutely incredible.
I'll
And
check it
remember,
out.
this program is free. You can download it right now.
Unreal Engine?
Unreal Engine. You can do it right now. Start building your own thing.
That's dope. My cousin's studying game design at Sanford, and that's like her whole thing right now. She went to like the whole. It's dope. So dope.
I've spent countless hours trying to figure out how to do that.
She can help you.
Y'all try to distract yourselves from the fact that we got to choose between
Yeah.
Eddie and Avatar.
Talking about.
I'm not making.
I say I have never played that, but I would very much like to try it. PlayStation Dreams. It's essentially like a build your own video game within a video game. Like the whole video game is
It's
designed around
Building a video game.
Yeah, you creating whatever you want to. I've seen people play, like Kingdom Hearts, like Metal Gear Solid. Like people like make their own versions of a lot of these kind of games. I mean, obviously,
It's pretty tight.
it's still really cool.
That's dope.
You can do that.
That is dope.
Yeah, especially on a console.
Look at Sony.
Look at Sony.
Sony.
They're about to be under federal investigation for their purchase of Bungie, but look at Sony.
Right. Avatar Last Airbender versus Ed and Eddie.
This is a solid sidebar. Very solid sidebar.
Gaming news.
Right. We could say this on the weekly blurb.
There's
Right.
no E3 this year. Cry about it.
Oh wow! All right, so I think what this boils down to for me, and I mean, y'all know this. It's about the impact. It's about the social impact for me, always.
Right.
Always. And as much love as I have for Ed, and Eddie.
You're going to vote for Totally Spies.
Yeah, that one. No. Avatar: The Last Airbender has my vote. I'm gonna just launch that off, and I think it's important to consider for social purposes, so Jade doesn't get mad at us. And the ever well-being of the future of this show, I'm going to vote for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We want guests to come back.
So that's my vote. So me and Miriam are on Avatar.
Yeah, no.
JD gets to be the tiebreaker if we have.
If we do have a tiebreaker,
have a
but I'm
tiebreaker.
pretty certain we're not. Because, I mean, same thing like you said, Jay, and I'm not even bouncing off you, but kind of am. With the impact that it has had on life. And people are still reading the books, watching the TV show on a constant basis. There are a whole bunch of pages on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the movie that we don't speak of, but also the all the spinoffs. I mean, you have a legacy show after it, extended. I mean, like I said,
it's
a whole impact thing.
And I mean,
I'm also
it has its place.
And I'm also afraid of Jade. So I'm going with Avatar: The Last Airbender. She said, "You're damn right.
It has its place." I'm gonna keep.
Move your foot, sir.
Struggling.
All right. Well, my vote doesn't matter. I was voting for Totally Spies. So.
Totally. You're just gonna
and with the shoe in of Totally Spies, it moves on through.
the right-in vote for Totally Spies.
Honestly, I don't.
Did they weren't on the list this year?
They weren't on the list this year.
Next year without.
And
it.
I
They
don't.
weren't on the list. Oh no!
I
Totally
don't
Spies on
know
the list
how. I think that would have changed my voting a lot if Totally Spies.
Next year we're
had
gonna like have our own like full brackets and like fill them all the way out, and like one of
Okay.
us is just gonna be crowned like king of the bracket, king or queen of the bracket.
Seth is gonna help us with our bracket because he's like super good at because they gotta come in with rankings before they get in the bracket next year.
I mean, we got a whole ranking thing next year.
We'll
Talk about it.
You know what I'm
OPC,
saying?
yeah, you know me. All right, we're gonna do that. Yeah.
All right, so
Avatar.
JD.
Avatar versus Kids Next Door.
Ooh, it all comes down to this. The
Championship
actual
round.
battle that we've been talking about since day one. Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. Who is going to win in the Blerd Survival Guide community, baby? Let us know in the comments right now. Who do y'all think is going to take it? Avatar or, what was it? Teen Titans. Nope,
K&D. All right, Steve Harvey.
And the winner is...
Oh, man.
Oh hell!
I don't, honestly,
This hurts me more than I think it hurts anybody else.
at this point, I don't know if I have a choice, but I like, yeah.
Are we?
I think that
Words fail.
like at this point, it's one or the other, and I can't say anything that
I
would.
wish. Well, we have to make it. We need to text Miriam. Will you hit up Miriam so she can cast her vote? Or yeah, you call her. Call.
Do you want to call her or FaceTime her or let her know to come on the live?
No, I mean she might be at dinner.
Yeah.
so,
Oh, okay.
Just text her. Oh brother.
I feel like it's a difference. It's like
Oh man.
societal impact and then maybe like interpersonal impact. So it's like more for like a
That's fair.
kid show and then something.
We could do live action adaptations. One has one awful one, and one has none.
They both
Actually, both have one.
K&D.
K&D has one episode where they like technically not go to the future.
When I mean like live action adaptation, I mean like
an
a
actual
full
adaptation,
separate
Full,
like
yeah.
Ben 10, like
Yeah, Ben 10
Enter
movie,
the
yeah.
And
Omniverse
here's
or
the
whatever
thing,
it
like,
was.
They both star a bald kid from a foreign country, which I find funny. I'm just thinking.
Okay,
about that.
I'm gonna make a confession. I watched The Last Airbender the other night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on
And
punch. You running on thin ice.
one, it's still awful. Just in case you were curious. But I will say,
you watched the movie.
I watched-
No,
I watched
was
the
like
movie.
the movie that we don't name.
I found it on HBO Max because
Yeah,
it's there.
it's there.
And
Yeah, it's there.
I was like,
Maybe.
Choose
and
your
I
next
watched
words
it.
carefully.
And I was like watching it, and I was like looking at how, like, just some of the choices that they made, how like
For
off they were
CGI and everything, or
in like not CGI because
Why are five
Overall-
men doing a hip hop dance to move one rock?
yes. That and most of the CGI work was solid. Like the giant wave
Yeah.
at the end was pretty good. But it was like how many like the things that they got right, I was like, dang, this is kind of right. But the things that they got wrong was just so
wrong.
awful.
Ong.
I was
to
just
start.
No,
like
it's the pronunciation of everything because it's not even the avatar; it's the avatar. It's It was the avatar.
the avatar. The avatar.
Avatar Ong. Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
here's my thing. At this freaking point, we have to consider all of it.
All of Nickelodeon, all of Cartoon Network. That's what I was thinking. That's what my
I mean, you
basis
can't-
is coming down to. Is
I mean, but you
I'm
have
talking about
but it has to be carried on the back of these two shows.
Right.
It would be like we got to do McDonald's versus Wendy's, but all we gonna talk about is like toothpaste. Like you have to like it has to be about these two shows.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So why does
Because both of
Avatar-
these shows were like faces of a network at one point in time.
Yeah.
Like Kids Next Door at its peak was the show.
I
on
mean, like you
Cartoon
said, the
Network.
marathon that led up to to
Yeah.
Operation Zero.
Operation
Yeah.
Zero. I mean,
And
it
I mean,
was
literally,
iconic.
they had a
Iconic.
whole
That
whole
was like a
marathon leading
week.
up. Yeah, but they also had a whole marathon leading up to the final episode of Avatar: The
Avatar,
Last
yeah.
Airbender.
I mean, it was years in the making.
One.
So was Kid Next Door.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I would say one had a sequel series, and the other sequel series never happened.
And did you? But
because Kids Next Door was literally at the tail end of that era before it started getting into new cartoons, like with Virgil Show and everything.
It introduced the next era. Like it standed the test of time.
It was basically Cartoon Network grew up with you, and that's what Kids Next Door were trying to tell you, is that we're growing up with you. By the time, and like I told y'all, like that little trivia at the end of Kids Next Door, we were being decommissioned. That was literally us being decommissioned to go into this new era of Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. It ended. I mean, it also transferred us into a new era of Nickelodeon, I would say, kind of, sort of, because there was
years
not
later. You get Legend of Korra. You get, I don't know what else they had honestly after that. To be honest with you,
that's when a lot of us stopped watching.
That's true.
Yeah,
stopped watching Nickelodeon.
I mean, most of us watch because after when Atla ended, we got like Penguins of Madagascar. You had like the revamp of TMNT. You had this is when Power Rangers was on Nickelodeon. Yes, so
interesting.
And like KND kind of ended, and it was like bringing in like Gumball and the time that Ice kind of stopped watching.
Yeah, and that's when like Teen Titans Go was about to happen and everything. Yeah,
true.
Yeah, Adult Swim, like anime. Like at the time Kid Next Door ended, I had started watching anime. Inuyasha, Naruto.
Yeah. Toonami was still on though.
Yeah. This is when because I remember this is when they started like pushing like Shonen Jump in America. Was right at the end of KND, so we were just like inundated with like Naruto, everything.
Dragon Ball Z,
everything. Bleach, Fruit Basket.
Dragon Ball Z
all of them.
was just the worst thing that they ever could have done.
Dragon Ball Z Super is the worst thing that they could have done. Let it die.
Let it die.
Let this man be a father.
No. He will never be a father. He's a terrible father, and
that's because he never knew how to be a father. His parents abandoned him on a planet.
Yes,
he was an alien.
That would have been it.
We didn't have to do the granola thing. Oh no, I don't need that.
I think they're like this is also a different conversation for a different time, but I think Super is like really starting to hurt the legacy of Dragon Ball Z.
We're just grasping at straws at this point.
Hey, it's okay.
Avatar versus KND. That's where I'm at.
So, also thinking about who we are as people. Are you a Cartoon Network kid or are you a Nickelodeon kid? Like, I think that's what
my mama told me I was a Nickelodeon kid, but I don't know at this point.
I think this was like the part of it for me is like, am I?
I mean, if we're going off of that, then it's gonna be Cartoon Network.
Okay.
All day, every day.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, I'm not saying at this point I don't think either one is a better show or not. It's just like personally who you are as a Blerd, if you will.
Revoke my card.
I don't think.
Revoked.
Yeah. No,
it's just
if you walked up in here and were like, Mike's Super Short Show is my favorite cartoon of all time, then your Blerd card would get revoked. But like, this is fine.
First of all, deep cut. Wow.
I remember that show.
Freaking Allison Stoner.
Allison Stoner sure was.
Yep. She's gay now.
Yep.
She was always gay.
But she's out now.
There it is. There it is. Interesting, man. This is so fascinating to just consider where we've been.
And I'm going to let y'all know Miriam's answer after we vote.
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
All right. All right, man.
Are we ready?
No. Sheesh, brother. This is...
I'm going to vote first.
Yeah.
Since my vote hasn't mattered the last 2 times.
I think
I'm vote for Kids Next Door.
Oh, do it. Do it. Ryan Key for the KND.
Oh, that's made it tougher.
I didn't even mean to rhyme like that, but Ryan Key for the KND.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna do it.
The movie's better.
I wanted to live in that treehouse.
I did too.
I wanted to.
But I also wanted to
build
a
a school bus.
You tell me you didn't want to be a bender?
In a tank.
I did want to be a vendor.
You tell me you didn't want to be a
treehouse.
I wanted to have a gun that shot Jolly
I wanted
Ranchers
the slapstick
at people.
gun. I wanted to hit people.
Come on now.
No, I wanted that mustard cannon gun that was like a laser.
Yeah. That was number 2. Had the tools.
I also wanted the skills on number 2 because dude was a pilot at the age of 9. Like,
I low-key wanted to.
Became the inventor, bro. Like this man made a whole
They made me
airship.
want to be a teenager though. Like I was like looking forward to growing up because they didn't make the teenagers just like bad. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you grow up to be a teenager and all of a sudden your life sucks.
You're kind of cool.
You grow up to be a teenager and then you become like
ninja.
like your life
Ninja
gets
Sith
kind of
Lord.
cool. Yeah. So,
that's. I think because of the timeline of when it did. I mean, that's fair, right? Like it was. And that's the disadvantage that I think Avatar has for us, right? Like it came at the end.
Yeah, because
I kind of consider both of these to be like, to me, both of these shows are in the same era.
Yeah, but you're younger than us, so I don't
This
know if
is
that's
true.
different. I don't know if that's different. If different enough.
I mean, like,
So
if you go
you're-
like 2 years younger than me, then they haven't known a world without SpongeBob, and that is a major difference. So,
True enough.
4 years younger than me. Excuse me.
I mean, we knew a world without SpongeBob
we knew a world without
for
SpongeBob
for a minute.
for like 3 years.
Yeah.
It came out May 31st, 1999.
Yeah, I mean it was.
Yeah, I was 6 when SpongeBob premiered.
I was 5.
Rips my pants. Watched it at my grandmother's house on VHS.
Change your life.
Changed my life forever.
Big Larry starting to put him down. It's a great song. It's a great song.
Homeboy with the living in a high life, living in a high life.
Bruh. episode 2.
The hash ringing, the mash sninging.
There's a what do you meme game now that's strictly SpongeBob, and it's like
Oh wow.
the questions are like SpongeBob related, and the memes are SpongeBob related.
That's amazing.
I want.
If you don't do it properly, then you're wrong.
I need y'all to vote though, because I feel like I'm being hung out to dry. 'Cause I feel like
Yeah, that's who wins. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I want a SpongeBob to win from the get go because that's me, but still.
It's okay. I want Samurai Jack. To
I'm gonna
win,
be
but-
selfish and go with Kids Next Door.
Hey,
That's 2.
I'm gonna be so selfish, and here's the ooh, and because it's about me at this point, I don't care about society. I don't care about. It's about me and what I wanted for my life, and I wanted to be a Kids Next Door.
Oh, let's go.
Before I ever wanted to be
Oh
an
my
Airbender,
God.
I wanted to be. I was playing outside. I was being a. I am Kids Next Door. 5 words in the book.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to read. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that, Jade. No.
I'm sorry. I love you, Jade. Miss Jade, you were my favorite
Oh, no.
Avatar stan.
Oh man.
And I mean that with my whole heart. But I am KND.
Oh, Rod's in here too.
Yeah, I saw.
Thank you, Rob.
Ansley.
For
Ansley,
joining.
hey, okay.
Hey, what up?
Why is everybody coming in now? One time.
Yeah.
Oh, pressure's on, Jeremy.
Pressure's on,
Pressure's
Jeremy.
on.
I want y'all to know
man.
that Miriam has already chose.
No,
No.
Miriam's gets turned last.
And you're just the one that knows. That's it. The pressure's on you, bro.
Interesting, Jared.
It's about,
Are you going to make it interesting?
I can. Do I
No,
want
dude,
to?
listen to your heart
Yeah.
when it's calling for you.
No, this is what call.
Listen to your heart.
As they say, the doors of the church are open. Let
All
the
right,
Lord
oh my
in.
God.
Yeah, it's just
All
like
right.
it is truly like your personal opinion.
It is, and it.
Don't let Jade scare you.
Well, she does.
I love you, Miss Jade.
I love you, Jade. Codename Kids Next Door.
What? Oh!
And Miriam chose Avatar.
Wow.
I respect her for choosing Avatar.
Wow.
All
right.
right. Wow.
Just for recording purposes, I need you to say that one more time. Just so we can get it clear as day.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Mm-mm.
is.
I want to. Okay, so
It is
what are
finished.
What are your
Cartoon
final
Network-
thoughts?
from
Like,
Hold on, Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. We've done it. The winner, the first All-Star champion, Hall of Famer, Codename Kids Next Door, is the official winner of the Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon
First ever
Tournament of Champions.
Man.
We did it. 5 weeks
straight.
5 episodes, 1 filler. Love you, Ryan. Wow.
Dang, man.
Wow.
What a twist.
Wow. Wow.
What a twist.
You know,
Jade, I'm sorry. She said all of you were blocked.
Oh, and like it's purely selfish. It purely is.
See, but by Jade's profile picture, I think she would agree with me that Totally Spies
She
would have won.
she come in here. She said Totally Spies is top tier.
Yes, amen.
Oh, man.
But man,
We did it.
Did you expect that, Ron?
no, I thought Avatar was gonna win the from like just like
From
in the
where
back
we were,
of my
yeah.
head from like the time we started, I thought Avatar was gonna win.
I think Avatar had the
whole
best
thing.
bet.
Yeah.
I do think that Avatar had the best bet. But as we like
Whoa,
worked
wait! I just realized the People's Choice won. The playing round. Playing round won. Wow! All the way from the playing round to number 1 in everyone's hearts. Kids Next Door. What?
And I don't even feel bad because they all have women in them. Like I'm not even bad at that.
Prominent women.
And honestly, the women representation, at least like the number 2 people, it's better in K&D.
You're right.
Number 5 is better than Katara. I'm sorry.
You're right.
Not sorry.
So our top 4. She is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abigail Lincoln all day.
Freaking stable, too. Let's just talk about that.
The most level-headed of the whole group.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, baby.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah. And I mean, this hurts me as much as it hurts anybody else. I'm just
I
gonna
know, definitely hurt Jade. I'm sorry. Jade, I'm sorry.
I know.
No, she just said all of you are blocked, and someone liked it. Whoever liked it.
Don't be rude.
I get it.
I understand. I fully understand that. But
yeah.
y'all can't tell me number 5 not better than Katara.
Oh, easy.
And I think
Easy.
that, I mean, I'm not saying number 1 and Aang aren't comparable, but if your number 2s are, you got to go with the weakest. Like you can't go with the weakest link. That's what it is. Like you can't go with like.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to go off weakest character,
you know. Valid.
Katara versus
when Katara gets annoying.
Is K&D beating the Team Avatar? Is Sector V beating Team Avatar in a team up in a matchup though? That's my other question. I mean, these elemental controls are issues.
I think it'd be close.
Language Jade.
I don't think if Zuko is on the team. No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But Zuko was on the team. No, because Zuko would go. Because Zuko would be going up against number 4. Because number 4 is a little hothead himself.
Would it be in character or would it be bloodlusted? Because if it's like bloodlusted, it's Team Avatar all day because they're not getting past.
They're getting
like
they're just marking it. They're just marking everybody.
They're not getting past Aang. But if it's like
how much prep time does KD have?
I'm thinking like
and they get prep time, then I think it's going to be a little bit more even. Yeah. So it depends on how you want to set up that fight.
Definitely. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Look at me talking like a real like comic.
I mean, we were
really
good commentating this whole.
That's valid.
This whole round,
I think that's really valid. Like if they meet in the street, like
Yeah.
just gang fight.
I honestly, if it was like they're jumping, Kids Next Door's got it all day.
All right.
I think they can get. I think
Number
number
one can,
one
like,
would come up
organize
with a
that
plan,
team, yeah.
and he'd be just like, "We're gonna kill that one."
Look, as soon as he hit them with the battle stations, it's over with.
Yeah.
Well, if you kill Sokka,
No, they wouldn't. He wouldn't kill Sokka. They take care of Aang.
You take care of the most powerful one first, and then you go down from there.
They surprise Aang, like knock
my
him
thing
out,
is,
get
it's
him
like-
like out of it somehow, some way. I don't know how. It's just the other thing was like as this death battle would progress, it's like you'd have to figure out how they get rid of Aang. But I feel like his plan would be get rid of that one, and then the rest of them would be
but
too
if you
distraught
make
to do it.
Katara sad, then Aang is just going to try and comfort Katara, or is he just going to get mad?
He's gonna get mad, which is why you take care of Aang first.
Fair.
You don't.
All right.
You don't attack
think that's
anybody else.
That's fair.
It's like if like Thanos is fighting, is like if you have like Thanos and his entire crew coming at you, you're gonna attack Thanos
Go
first.
Thanos.
You can't.
You can't. No.
There's no
The
like,
dark
that.
elves-
Let's
the
deal
dark
with the
elves
lesser
and
evil
people-
first.
We saw what Wanda did in Endgame. Like he literally said, "Just kill my entire fleet because I don't want this woman hurting me no more." Like Wanda
Yeah.
was about to wreck shit
Oh, yeah, he was about to
on
rip
Thanos.
that man apart.
Yeah.
Literally.
Splat.
She could have. There you go.
Man, talk about one of the most devastating lines of all time. What was that? You should have gone for the head.
That's another thing that they shouldn't have announced that the last two Avengers were going to be 2 parts. They should have just said that this like Avengers: Infinity War was going to be the last Avengers.
They shouldn't have done anything. They shouldn't have done
anything
anything with Spider-Man in between. They should have. Everybody should have been dead. Like they should have just been like, don't speak on it. Don't do nothing. Go about your lives as like you normally would. Do other things. Make your movies, but your characters is dead. Like I feel like that would have been so much more effective. And like not to say that Endgame was ineffective because I sobbed like a baby as soon as I heard On Your Left. But like, oh come on now, I'd cry every time.
Freaking moment.
Oh god,
that's what gets me every time.
But I mean, like all of them coming back is like
it's the
that's
best.
like the
That's
most
a moment in history.
Like
the best
most
scene.
comic book a movie has ever felt.
Yeah,
and then him catch.
That's what Civil War should have looked like.
Yes, and
No,
then
it
them,
couldn't.
and
It
then
wouldn't have been the same,
I'm
though.
talking about like if you were comparing like ripped out of comic books.
Yeah.
that's what it.
Civil
that is what
War was
should've
supposed to
been
look like how Endgame.
Oh, for real?
looked.
Well,
it was like-
technically-
it was everybody against everybody.
Oh, is that epic?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to go there, that's what Age of Ultron should have been. It should have been everybody against Ultron,
Yeah.
and then that's when you introduce your extraterrestrial threat of Thanos. But you know, I didn't get to plan the MCU. If I had to plan the MCU, the first 10 years would have been spent fighting Ultron. You keep the threat domestic, and then when you're like, all right, what could possibly be worse? Then you bring in the dude from
oh my
the
god,
moon
somebody from
and-
space.
Yeah. It's a valid.
and you have them like
valid
just
thought.
be recovering, then just get them.
Comics do.
Yeah.
Spread this out.
I mean, that's how we got Galactus was because they ran out of threats, and they're like, all right, this dude eats planets.
This dude eats
Yeah.
planet.
Which is how we got like the Living Tribunal.
As opposed to just getting
Yeah.
one movie
Yeah.
dedicated to it, and that's it.
Yeah, which we can
Problem
do.
solved.
We should
Rise of
do.
the
We
Silver
should do an
Surfer. This is
episode
a-
on Ultron
This is
because
a
I
other- this
love
is a-
him.
Yeah, this is a great debate for another episode.
But
Yeah. But our top 5 or top 4 is K&D at number 1 as our winner.
Avatar number
Avatar: The
2,
Last Airbender. Ed, Ed, and Eddie is number 3 since we went in that order.
and then
well, do you want to? No, we should do a third. We should do a third. A
a
third.
losers round?
A third place round.
All right, you guys heard it here first. You're going to see it live. Who's going to be in third? So it's Teen Titans versus Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. I know my vote.
Why is it Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
It's not.
Ooh.
It's
I know.
not. It's Teen
Ooh.
Titans.
It's not.
Because I have to like consider how much of like as a fan of like comic books.
Yeah.
Because it's like for me, my nerdum is like Star Wars, comics, everything else, and how much Teen Titans like got me up and like got me like sprinting to the library trying to find
Yeah.
like Teen Titans comics.
Respect that.
And like how much that influences me to this day, and how much like I go back to Teen Titans
this
for
day.
reference.
Respect
To this day.
that.
I gotta go with Teen Titans.
I'm gonna
So,
follow you on that.
yeah.
And I'm gonna follow you that because of the connection to anime that y'all made, like just like
Yeah.
the segue into it. As much as I love Ed, and Eddie, and like thinking about like where I am now, it's a stupid show and I can watch it in any given time. But what do I watch 99.9% of the time?
Well, you're almost
Anime.
700 episodes in on One Piece, if that tells you anything.
I'm not that far. I'm only 537.
It's nonsensical.
Fair. I like the nonsensical.
A nonsensical
terminology.
show about pirates.
It's great.
Jade said, yes, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Teen Titans as well over Ed, and Eddie.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. From their tower, they can see it all.
See it all.
Teen Titans.
Yeah, that's mine.
And I mean, that's fair. It's a solid third. And then Ed, and Eddie bringing it up the rear and fourth.
Fourth place, you know, you still get paid.
Yeah.
You just don't get a medal.
No.
It's not on the podium.
Listen, you're not on the podium. You're
Right.
here.
All right, so our official top 4: Kids Next Door number 1, Avatar: The Last Airbender number 2, Teen Titans at number 3, and Ed, Ed, and Eddie at number 4.
It's gonna be fascinating next year to see how these teams come back and try to make a case for themselves.
Solid 3-point shooters.
Oh man,
Man, this was cool.
yeah, no, I had fun. How did y'all like the arc as a whole?
That was fun.
I love a tournament arc. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
I think we should make that a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
Annually,
yeah.
annual
Like, yeah,
tournament
we
arc?
should
Yeah.
do. We should do one
Annually
a
or
year.
or
seasonally?
quarterly.
I don't think it should be quarterly. I think it should be rarer. I think
that-
it should
that's
be
what
an
I think.
event.
So every other season, because we do like 2 seasons a year.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
every other season.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it don't have to be like the first 5 episodes. Like
Yeah,
we
you
do
know, you
every
can't just tournament arc after tournament arc.
time. Nah,
You
I'm
got
not
a tournament
trying
arc.
we're
and
not
then
Dragon
you
Ball
gotta-
Z.
Yeah, come on.
Not
now.
to mention,
Come on now.
there's so much
Yeah.
Come on now.
crap
that has come out while we've been doing this season.
See,
like, are you kidding me? Like there's so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
See, you got to
Moon Knight.
We haven't touched Moon Knight.
I ain't even talked about
Jesus
Christ, it's done.
All right, we can go on and on.
We can go on and on.
But what we're going to do is take a quick break, and we will be right back with the Weekly Blurb. Be right back, guys.
It's time for the Weekly Blurb.
I got buttons now.
This man got the soundboard activated.
Yeah, because we live.
We
We've been live.
live,
Thanks for
baby.
people sticking with us while we did our little break in video game
Hope
talk.
you enjoyed the sidebar conversations about video games and whatnot.
Yeah. But it's time for the Weekly Blurb. We talk about things that have happened or play
Things that are
games
going
or
on
anything
the
that,
week and whatnot.
Yeah, anything that has happened. And
All the things.
all the things. I guess we are going to have to put it in.
I'm telling you, you need to get a T-shirt.
I'll work up designs.
Put it on the Redbubble app.
I'll mock up designs. But yeah, we had a little filler break last week. I went first because I was the only one here.
I'd like to go first because depressing topic. So like you end us with a.
Jay's gonna make you sad.
Well, kind of. I mean, y'all. I've just been inundated with a lot of the Roe v. Wade stuff and just like following that, and it makes me really upset.
It's sad.
I mean, like, there's no easy way to talk about this kind of thing, and I mean, but first and foremost, my position is that I think every woman has a right to choose.
Hell yeah.
Regardless of, my personal views or whoever else's personal views. Like, as a man, I have no right to tell a woman what to do with her body after, said pregnancy occurs or, does not occur or whatever. Just like anything before and after, during pregnancy, I have no right to say.
We do not have to carry that thing.
No. And like,
We do 2% to 10%
fact
of
that,
the work.
I mean, the fact that we live in
1%
Alabama
to
and like the fact
0.5%
that
of
like
the
this is negatively and mostly affecting women of color, like, and especially poor women of color, like you're sitting here telling me that a legislator in Alabama, which is majority white men, have the right to tell a black woman what to do. Yeah. To do with their
They are
body.
60 and above. Sorry.
And then like you see how it's being mimicked across the country, and then with like the leak, which also like the fact that there was a leak out of the Supreme Court for the first time ever, that's suspect as hell for something like this. Like, I'm just saying, like, the death that it came off of, come on, like, you're gonna tell me that wasn't on purpose? Like, you're gonna tell me that like it was just like someone trying to put it out there like that? Like, I don't know. It's the whole thing of it is incredibly upsetting, and I mean, it's got everybody that I know and care about like definitely in a tizzy, either side of the argument, because like it brings this argument up again when we all thought it was decided that you get the right to choose, like, in this country.
Your body, your choice.
Right? Like, all y'all people talking about masks and vaccinations want to be
body,
like,
your choice when it's a mask
and a vaccination, but when it comes to
a human person,
not even
something that literally doesn't affect half of the population.
literally half,
bruh. Like, and it's the other half that's telling it what to do. Yeah, right. Like,
we don't care about your feelings.
like,
And there's a lot of Bible thumping going on, but everybody seems to forget that it's harder for a rich man to enter into the gates of heaven than a camel to enter into the eye of a needle. So
there you go, man. I mean, just the whole of it all. Like, I mean,
let's see.
I just kind of wanted to raise.
That's like
awareness
22
of it
years ago in the
because
church, right there.
I think that like it's worth talking about, and I mean, on this podcast, when we value, the lives of the women in our life on Mother's Day in particular, but like also like 365, 24/7.
Yes.
You got to respect and honor the dignity of this conversation.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and respect and honor women, because without them, there wouldn't be people.
We wouldn't be here.
We would not be here.
We would not be here.
And so, yeah, just bringing that up because I think that it's
It
important.
needs to be talked about.
It needs to be talked about, and
Yeah.
I hope we hope it doesn't happen. I pray and hope that the Supreme Court decides this because of all of this crap. Like they can't, like you can't make a just decision at this point. I don't think. Like I don't.
But also. Oh no, they recognized it because literally after they discussed after the initial discussions, they already put barricades up around all of the Supreme Court and everywhere.
So, dude, it happened Monday night. Like when I heard about it, I was like, "This is gonna be serious." Like this.
No, they put barricades up because they
as soon as it
how
I was watching the Met Gala when I read about it.
Politico did that, broke that whole story, and then it was just game over.
Why are you putting barricades up if you knew? If you're putting barricades up, somebody's making the wrong decision.
I think you're right.
I
think you're right.
Plain and simple. You're putting barricades up for a decision
that is going to piss people off.
It's the problem because the whole country is partisan. You're either one or the other. There is no middle ground. There's no space for both people to agree. You're either one or you're the other.
Which is unfortunate because it's like the one thing that the founding fathers were like, hey, don't do this.
Like let
the
people have their
two-party
opinions and let it
don't work.
Let it stop there, right?
And look what we did.
Party system will be the ruination of America.
There you go.
Us versus them.
But the thing about it is, like the Supreme Court's not even technically like a partisan organization, even though everything's partisan, right? But like they're over here like, oh, it's all based in the legality of it, and I'm just sitting here like, you're a human being. You're not just one person looking at the law or the Constitution and whatnot. You're a person that has to critically think and analyze and process everything that's part of your life, and that affects your decision making. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Brett Kavanaugh is not going to sit here and tell anybody that they have a choice.
No. Yeah.
He's not, because he doesn't think that women have a choice. Clearly.
No, he doesn't understand consent, but we knew that 2 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Ooh, because technically, according to like our U.S. Constitution, 3/4 of this room is still 3/5 of a person.
There you go.
So
there you go.
They never took that out.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, that's my weekly blurb. I'm gonna cut it a little short, I think, just for the sake of time and everybody's things. But just think critically about it and decide on whether or not you think that a woman has a right to choose. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
Her body, her choice. Cool.
Your turn.
Well, I was going to see if Ryan wanted to bring the news about English TV.
Oh, we got a black doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted you to have that one.
Okay, yeah.
Happy note.
This is a happy note. Captain America's black.
That part.
Annabeth Chase is black.
That part.
Which is
Percy Jackson,
so
baby, for
important.
all those who don't read books.
We had a black Hermione on Broadway.
Sure
Facts,
did.
Cursed Child.
Sure did.
And now we got a black doctor, which I did not expect to get a black doctor before we got a black James Bond.
True.
But 007,
but I think that's coming.
I think that's 10
at this point.
I think it's either going to be this next James Bond we get or the one that's coming after. I think is going to be black, and I think it's going to be Regis Jean-Pierre from Bridgerton. I think it's going to be him.
Oh, that'd be good.
I think Henry Cavill's going to do it next, and then after Henry Cavill, it's going to be
a new 007.
Yeah, because it's not going to be Tom Holland.
You can't call him James Bond though.
No, it's going to be James Bond.
Can you kill
James Bond is going to be
James Bond
is
the spy name. We don't know his actual name.
Oh, I never thought about it like that. Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, we do know his real name, and it was Christopher Lee, R.I.P. the GOAT. But Christopher Lee
he's the actor from Star Wars.
He's Sauron from Lord of the Rings, Count Dooku, Star Wars.
He was also he was in World War II.
The guy that
killed 75 people.
The guy that created the character of James Bond based the early stories of James Bond off of Christopher Lee's life. They were best friends, and he admired Christopher Lee so much.
Dude had a whole life before he was an actor.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah,
he also played in a metal band until he was 90 something. So. What? Yeah, Christopher Lee is a legend.
That's a badass dude. That's a cool dude. That's a cool dude, man.
But I think having a black gay doctor, out doctor, is super important.
Kuti, what's his last name?
I don't remember his last name.
But it's the for those who watch Sex Education on Netflix, it's the black gay character that became one of the highlights of the show as a whole.
Honestly, the highlight
was the highlight of the show, honestly. But he is the new Doctor Who. TikTok that I sent both of y'all earlier today. He is known since February, and he had to hold that secret in with him until now. Yeah,
that's brutal.
I wonder if they've shot it already, because I know they shot.
They have to have. I mean, probably with like the special that's about to come out.
They probably started. He's probably started shooting it, or at least he's done his regeneration. Because I remember they did.
Either way, this is the one thing that's bringing me back to Doctor Who. Like, I might skip over Jodie's. I'm sorry. They say a lot of people have said that hers was not the best, but my boy Nkuti is back.
I haven't watched hers like enough in order.
Miriam
it's
still
been
wants
different.
me. I've truth be told, never watched Doctor Who.
Right.
It's an adventure.
But she wants me to watch it from the new ones on, basically.
Yeah.
Chris Eccleston on. That's when I started.
So
There's some beautiful episodes in every Doctor.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna
and it's easy to watch.
have to jump on that train when it comes time.
Yeah,
it's real easy to watch.
it's easy to watch.
Have you watched Doctor Who?
I've seen bits and pieces. I feel like with anything reliably, or like watch it for like
Beginning to end.
There just be warned. There is a rabbit hole that is. It's much less severe now that the Doctor Who craze has ended. But like I started Doctor Who Christmas 2013, which was like it's the beginning of its re-peak in America,
right?
And it took over my entire life.
Cool.
Like I started watching it. Like I watched a Christmas
That's how I feel
special
about One Piece
with
right
Matt
now,
Smith.
so I'm gonna have to get a break anyway.
So it's like
probably after the Fishman arc.
That'd be your time to do it, because after that you're gonna get closer and closer, and it's gonna be more likely you're gonna get spoiled, and then you just gotta charge on through. And Wano is his interpolation of Japan, and it is gorgeous. That's the other thing I would like to say, is that if anybody would like to come to talk to me about why Eiichiro is not the greatest mangaka of all time, I will no longer be taking arguments about that. This man has been writing us the same story for over 20 years now, and it has not been like nobody's been like, we should end this now. It's been like, can't wait to see what he does next. Yeah, and it's like the way I've watched people react to especially at the last probably 5 or 6 chapters, is something that I didn't think I would get to experience, because I thought I was never gonna catch up to this point. But like getting to experience it like in real time.
I saw that they named like the next 5 episodes that are supposed to come out, and that's intense.
5 episodes. Like I think, especially with the live action show coming out, and him saying that he wants to give it 5 more years to end it, I think we were starting to see him tie knots and like fill gaps in ways that I did not expect him to do. He said 5 years, so we probably got 8. He said we were supposed to be out of Wano in 2020,
but
no, maybe. It's Oda. He just he's got so many. This show is so broad and so wide that he has so many loose ends that he's got to tie up. And that's the other thing. Every time I'm like, man, I don't know how he's gonna top this. He does. So I gotta say, Eiichiro is my goat.
Much love.
That's it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Had to shout out One Piece a little bit,
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Well, it's not really a game that I wanted to play, but a more question of ethics. I've heard on multiple podcasts, but we can do it too because it's Reddit.
What you got for us?
So it's called "Am I the Asshole?"
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Very popular Reddit among Reddit Threadits, as Miriam has coined it.
All right.
And it's basically people tell their stories of what they think are assholish moves, and they ask Reddit if they are the asshole for doing said move. And so I have one pulled up, and I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna discuss among the room and people on live. If y'all are still here and want to comment if they are the asshole or not, let us know.
Okay.
And yeah, let's go. So the question is, am I the asshole for refusing to pay for a girl's wig after she shaved it because of me? The story. There's this girl that
you don't even have to say the story. Yes.
There's this girl that lives in my uni halls. We're not roommates, but we are flatmates. Let's name her Kaya, female 19. I, also female, 19, met her in September when we started university and moved into halls. We're not best friends, but we are friendly. We don't really spend much time together. Over time, my friends noticed that Kaya tried to copy me and everything. It started slowly with accessories and some clothes, nothing major. I didn't even notice until people started pointing it out to me. I have a rather distinct style, and she started copying it. I don't own the style, and she's free to wear what she likes, but it's the exact same copies of my outfits, which is very odd. But then it started going further. I dyed my hair. She dyed her hair. I bought something for my room. She bought the same thing. I started chatting with the guy. She became obsessed with that guy to a point that whenever I had a male friend or guy I was interested in over, she would go out of her way to try and get their attention, coming down to the kitchen in nothing but a towel. She never used to do it, etc. And she would do anything to attract attention,
etc.
Now, don't get me wrong. I couldn't care less if the guy looks, and even if it was my boyfriend looking, I'd have a beef with him, not her. But the blatant attention-seeking behavior was just odd. I joined societies and sports and after she found out, she joined the same ones I did. Ugh. Basically, everything I do, she copies eventually.
She really is the roommate.
It's just really creepy, but I haven't said anything. I wouldn't even know what to say. Over the Easter break, my friend and I were at my family house, a bit drunk, and decided to test out whether Kaya really copies everything I do. I made a post on social media about shaving my head. My friend does hairdressing, and she helped me out. She helped me out by faking shaved head, and I posted a photo with a shaved head. I deleted the photo a few days later and forgot about this whole thing. After Easter break was over, we had uni exams, and I was focusing on that. Imagine my shock when I came back and Kaya had shaved her head. And she was pissed when she saw me. She started shouting how I lied to her and why would I do that. She went on and on and on, really angry. Admittedly, I ignored her and hid in my room. She sent me a text telling me that she expects me to pay for her wig as it's my fault she shaved her head.
All right, I take back what I said.
I replied that absolutely not.
Yeah, that's
that it was not my fault, and she decided on her own to do that. She kept attacking me over it every time I saw her. It's been a few days since I came back from Easter break. My exams start tomorrow, and yesterday I received an email from my university asking me for a meeting over the issue.
Shut up.
She reported me to uni over something she's done. I am genuinely confused. Was I really in the wrong? Am I the asshole for pretending to shave my head and refusing to pay for her wig? No.
No.
She made her choice.
Oh my God.
She tried it.
She knew what she did.
Why did she want to copy this girl?
It's like if I said I'm thinking about jumping off this cliff and then you run and jump off.
Woo!
Why didn't you jump with me?
Basically.
Right.
That's mad weird.
No, that's a lot. And if she actually got upset at her because she shaved her
Kaya
own
got
head.
upset with homegirl because homegirl faked it.
But you know, she was like, "You lied to me." So like that's what it was about for her. It's like you thought
It wasn't the fact. Yeah, it wasn't the fact that you shaved your head. It's the fact that you lied.
But that's. But it's not like she tagged her in the post. It's
No.
not like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, do this with me.
She said,
best friend's gonna shave
Right.
her head because I did.
That's exactly what happened. It's like she like original girl said, I'm gonna fake it. I'm gonna post on Instagram, hey, I'm thinking about shaving my head. She said, I'm thinking about shaving my head, and then posted that fake picture.
Nah, fam.
That's
fam.
So
You're weird.
baby girl, you are not the asshole. Kaya, whoever her real name is, definitely is.
Sure.
Because
That's a sound.
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah, that's what that is.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I had another part of my weekly burb that I forgot.
Well, that was my weekly blurb because
We'll throw that all back.
We were all in agreement that
That
she was not
mad weird. Dog.
that the poster
make a movie out of that.
Not the poster.
They
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
People be crazy.
That's insane.
Kaya is the asshole. You are not.
No.
And that's my weekly blurb.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Yay.
That's cool.
All right, going back to Ryan before we close
Wrap it
out.
up.
Friday, September 16th.
Yo.
Iron City, Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
The 35205.
Yeah.
Thundercat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We going.
Thundercat.
I have listened to 2 songs of his since I knew that he was coming because I've seen him in songs and I know that he's like super heavy in like a lot of hip hop and R&B and everything because he's a bassist and everyone loves him. But that the Dragon Ball Do-Rag song is lit. Like it is
incredible.
A dope jam.
In
my Dragon Ball Do-Rag.
That's going to be probably probably the most fun show that's going to come to Birmingham.
It's gonna be pretty too. You know it's gonna be pretty
amazing.
So yeah, we're going.
Ooh, well,
join Blerd Survival Guide.
Not official yet. Once I get the calendar, I will know. And this is the last. This is the last part of Weekly Blurb.
It's a cool one.
It's a cool one. It's officially unofficial. But I'm still in talks with the one of the coordinators of Alabama Comic Con, KimetsuCon, one of the biggest cons in Alabama, who's going to have some big names coming.
Jim Cummings,
Billy D. Williams, the whole cast of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, all the English
and
dubs.
It's not official, but it is official. Blerd Survival Guide has a panel.
We got a panel.
We got a panel.
And I did put all 4 of our names in, so
it's gonna be fire,
so it's
bro.
gonna be.
Hey,
y'all come and join us.
Please come join us.
June 4th and 5th.
4th and 5th. We're not sure which day that we're gonna have a panel yet, but as soon as we know, we will let you guys know. And yes,
so come on out.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, Alabama Comic Con / KimetsuCon for Demon Slayer fans.
It's gonna be fire.
It is gonna be fire. I need to do a new cosplay because
it's gonna make me watch it.
Because Tenjin, yeah, I want to do something else.
Are you just over Tenjin at this point?
No, I just want to do something different.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on.
Are we paneling in cosplay?
I plan to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paneling what do you mean?
Like, are we going to be in cosplay while we're at the panel?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We'll be in our Blerd Survival Guide t-shirts, which you can buy on Redbubble.
We're gonna coordinate. And speaking of Redbubble, where can the people find us?
I was here last week. It was your turn.
Ooh.
Y'all can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Blerd Survival Guide, on TikTok and Twitter at Blerd Guide, as well as on the YouTube at Blerd Survival Guide.
Subscribe, all my live people, because y'all watched us live, and we're still at 19 subscribers.
Check us out on Patreon too, Blerd Survival Guide, and
pay.
You know, you can always get some merch at Redbubble at our Redbubble store.
All the things.
The Blerd Survival Guide. You could also find us on our personals at Jade. Blerd Activist at Blerd Activist.
I did the same thing last week with your name.
Good to know.
I was like, nope. And at that dancing Blerd. And other than that,
keep surviving, everybody.
Listen to the theme song. There it is. The right button, baby.
Oh yeah!
Blerd Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blerd Activist.
At that dancing Blerd. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jay, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and the Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live. Welcome back to the Blerd Survival Guide. Chill with us, enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1, we going live.
Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat and the lyrics and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.